Well, hi there. Today we're going to talk about the tape measure. You know, tape measures are a very important tool if you're going to be measuring wood, if you're going to be measuring a space, if you need to see how big something is, how wide, how deep, how long. A tape measure is my go-to tool. Now, I know there's fancy things out there. You can even take your phone. There's a measurement device on your phone. It's an app, I believe, and you can hold it and you can scroll it along and measure the length. But you know, if I'm cutting wood, I really need a tape measure. Is my go-to. Some people will use a straight edge that has a ruler along the side. I remember when I was a kid, there was this fold-out ruler, so you folded it up, and it would extend. When you unfolded it, it extended like, I think, 3 feet or 4 feet. I don't remember. But then they used to fold back, and it would be this little compact wood ruler that people used to use. Nowadays, we just use a tape measure. Now, I'm not promoting any specific brand. I'm just showing you the ones that I have around my house. Now, usually they come 25 feet, and one of the big things that you want to look for that helps me cut tools, and I'll just show you, are the measurements on this. And you can see I've used mine a lot, but you can see those measurements: eighth, quarter. They have 3/8, half inch, 5/8, 3/4, 7/8. Okay, and then there's little lines in between each of those numbers. You see those little lines. Can I just be honest with you for a second? I had no idea what those little lines were for. And when I would measure stuff and it would land on one of those little lines, I was so frustrated because I'm like, I don't know what that is. I just don't. I don't know what that little teeny dot is, and there's like a bunch of them, and then there's little teeny dots that are a tad bit higher. Well, those are measurements that are in there. I think they're 16. I don't even know today for sure. They're eighth and I think 16. So, and I still do this today because I'm not sure. When my little measure lands on that, when I go to measure, my tape lands on that, I'm like, oh great. It's the little hash mark between the half and the 5/8. That's where I need to cut. But I make it work. It works. And you might not know that either. You know, the other thing is great about tape measures is the lock on it. So I can extend it out like this. And on this one, the lock is underneath. So if you just let go, it'll go back in. Sometimes. There we go. So I have it locked. And then, oh, sorry, this is an old one. Push it back in. I'll show you the one that doesn't lock because it's so old and it's been beat up. Okay, this is the lock on a tape measure, on some tape measures, okay? Well, my lock is broken, so it doesn't hold. I can press it down, it doesn't do a thing, all right? Well, that is tape measures, very helpful. Something you ought to have around your house. You know, some people, I think of those people that sew, they have a tape measure to sew. Some people have a retractable one that's like this big, just something really thin. When I used to measure my fat, seriously, I'd get one of those tape measures that wrapped around. This does not work for measuring your fat. I mean, you can try, but it's not exactly, I mean, it works. Well, we won't say what that number says, but, well, you get the idea. Well, you know what? That's tape measures today. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.